Hey guys, let's get ready for the Halloween season. This is what we're going to be doing today. Hello. I'm Kat. This is Kat's Claws. Welcome to another video on my channel. So, this is what we're going to be using today to do our Halloween silk spiderweb nails. So, let's see what our inspiration was. So this was my INSPO. So this is Tino. So he did this really cool red velvet. It looked like it's like silky and velvet together, but he did these awesome embossed spider webs. So INSPO. So you got a sneak peek on sort of how it's gonna work. I am going to start with a base coat. I've got my nails ready. I'm going to do 5 different ones. I'm going to use his technique for some of the nails, but this is a red chrome that I found. So I thought I would try one with a red chrome with a black background. So I'm going to do 2 like that. We're going to start with perfect black. And then I'm going to try his technique with this one. This is Eco-Chic red. It's like filled with a ton of sparkles. And then I'm going to do one with my Lost in New York, which is like a purple cat eye. So his technique, he actually did a black background and then he did the silver chrome on top. And then what he did was he put like a jelly red over it. So that's what I'm going to use the Eco-Chic red for. And I'm going to mix it with a little bit of One Step to make it more of a jelly. I am going to try this. This is like a thicker viscosity gel. I thought it would work. So I pulled this one out to try a couple of spider webs with this. Didn't work as well as I had hoped, but I'll show you what that looks like. It kind of looks cool, but a little weird. But the One Step works very well. And then I'm going to do one with black. I'd also just like to report, look at my nails. So this is 3 weeks and they have not fallen off. They are still on my nails. I am so happy about this. So covering them completely works. Very impressed. Okay, let's start with a base coat. So I started with a Venalisa base coat to do our first layer. And then we're going to go in with Perfect Black by GLAM to do our next step. So the nails are cured out of the lamp. And I'm going to do 4 of them in the black. So we're going to do our base black. And then the 5th one, I'm just going to do with the straight Lost in New York. So let's do this step. And then we'll be back. Okay, so second step done. So nails are cured for 2 minutes in the lamp. So I'm going to do 2 with the straight red chrome because this makes that beautiful red color that he made. So I just took this one that I had. I think I got this one off AliExpress. And I'm just burnishing it into the black. So I did the perfect black and I'm just with my little applicator just burnishing the chrome straight into the nail. And then we're going to leave those two, and we're going to mat them to get that next effect, right? Where it looks kind of velvety. So for the other two, I'm going to do what he was doing. So we're doing a silver chrome. So I'm burnishing this one into the other two nails. And then I'm going to do that little mix that I showed you, the Eco-Chic red with a little bit of one step. And we're going to cover the nail with that. So that's kind of what he did, but he used like a jelly red, and I don't have a jelly red. So I thought I'd go with a bit of a sparkle to give a little bit of a different look, because I've got this, this red Madame Glam color here. So I'm going to put these two together on my palette. I'm going to mix them, and then I'm going to cover the silver ones, and then I'm going to matte all of them. So this one is like, it's really gloopy. It's got too many sparkles in it, so it's very hard to work with. So I'm just taking a little bit of my one step, putting it on my palette, mushing them together, and then it gives a better consistency to go over that silver chrome. And that's how we're going to do our background colors, right? This is like the palette that we're working on. So I'm using my cute little glitter brush. So I don't know if you saw me mark all my brushes one time in a video probably months ago. This is my glitter brush here. So just mixing those two together, and then I'm going to cover the full nail. So it gives a bit of like a jelly red look, and it's got some sparkles in there, which just gives the nail a bit of a different effect than the red one. So I kind of wanted to play around with those two and just see which one turned out better. I prefer the red chrome, just the straight red chrome. It does the job. This one just gives a little bit of a different look when we're doing the spider webs on it. So I am going to matte all these. And then this is going to be my purple nail. And it's the Lost in New York. It's a purple cat eye. So let's finish this one up. So here are the nails so far. I love that purple. So I did the first coat. I did not cat eye the first layer, but I do a second coat and then I cat eye. So I saw Rebecca Ramsdale do this, and I was like, that's such a great idea, because then you get the full the full coat coverage on the first one, and then you do your second layer, and then you do the cat eye. So it doesn't leave some of the nail like nude. If you notice how cat eye works, it kind of leaves some of that nail almost like clear, so it's like you need a background color. So this works really well. So here we are matting the nails so that we have a nice surface to work on. I am going to keep the back of the nails matted so that the spider webs, the embossed spider webs that we draw on, show up a little more. So cure those. And then here I'm going to go in with my second coat of Lost in New York. And then I'm going to give it its cat eye effect. See how nice that works? So cool. So great technique. Do your first coat. Do not use the magnet. Second coat, use the magnet. It looks amazing. Okay. So while those are curing with their matte top coat, I am going to pull out the two builder gels that I'm going to use. So I'm going to use my 7mm liner brush. I don't even know if it's 7mm. I just say it every time. So we're going to do one with one step and then one with that really gloopy gel to see how it turns out. I thought the gloopy gel would actually have worked a little better than it did, but it did not. I much prefer using the one step because the one step is thick enough to make your spider webs and to leave it so that it looks like it's embossed, and you can actually feel it embossed on the nail when you're done. So for these two, I started at the bottom. So I'm just taking my liner brush, dipping it into my one step, and I am drawing my starter lines. So I'm just doing one line from the middle of the nail straight up. And then I'm doing a V from the center of that first line up to sort of the midsection of the nail up by the sidewall. And then I'm doing two more little ones right at the end, right? And that's sort of the outline of our spider web. I am going to cure that, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to complete the little those arches to make the spider web. So for this one, you can already see the viscosity here of the nail, sorry, of the gel. Like, look how my brush is moving in it. So really, really gloopy, was not as easy to work with. I'm starting from the top of this one. Same thing, going straight from the center all the way down. This one, the lines were not as straight. They were a little bit funky as I was drawing them or painting them. So right away I knew this was not my favorite to work with. It gives kind of a creepy spider web effect. So I'm glad I put it on this nail with the weird sparkly background. Because it kind of matches a little bit better. So this is my first one on that beautiful, like, velvety, matted red, right? And see here, I am just, so this is cured. And now I'm going in and I'm just doing my little arches. So they're like upside down arches. And I'm hitting each corner, as you can see. I'm just following along, extending some of these little points at the top so that they stick out. And then that's what it looks like when it's done. So it looks really cool. It's got sort of a creepy, silky spiderweb effect. And then for the purple nail, I'm going to use Light Elegance's Primary Black. It's a gel paint, so it gives a nice raised effect. And I'm going to start from the middle on this one, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. So you're probably going to be able to see it a little better with the black. But again, straight line from the middle. And then from the point in the middle, I'm doing sort of two V's on either side. And then I'm starting right away with my upside down arches. Curing that, and then I'll come back to finish them. So I also grabbed some gemstones. So we're going to pick out a few different gems because we're going to do spiders on the nails as well. So those are the nails out of the lamp. So you can see clearly the difference of what the two different gels look like on the nails. One is really messy. The other one is nice and neat. So I keep calling these they look like, you'll see it clearer at the end, but you ever seen that video with the spiders on crack? I don't think it's actually real, but it's like showing spiders doing like totally messed up spider webs. So those are my spiders on crack nails, because it looks like the spider was having some issues when it was making its web. But anyway, it's perfect for Halloween. So we're going to move on to our gems. So let's put our little gemstones on for our spiders. The other two are curing. The last step to finish off the design is I'm going to top coat all of the embossed spider webs and the legs of the spiders with my VENDEENI Russian top coat. It's a no wipe top coat. So I'm just using my liner brush and I'm going over every single one of them to finish off the design. So let's complete these steps here. And then I think we're going to look at all of them together. So we'll be back. Now let's take a look at our nails. Oh my god! So those are the finished nails. So freaking cute. So I think they turned out really cool. The two on the end are, I guess, closest to the INSPO. Tino Bo's nails. They look the closest, but I didn't do the full technique that he did. I just made it look like I did. So for those ones, I started with a base coat, and then I did one coat of perfect black, and then I went straight in with our red chrome, and then we matted it. And then to do the spider webs, these raised embossed spider webs, I used Light Elegance's One Step to draw those on with my liner brush. And then we used our gems, and for the spider legs, I used the color gel in black number 8. So those are, oh, and of course I top coated it with the Russian no wipe top coat. So we went over the spider webs and the spider legs to finish off that design, and they look super cute. So really happy with those ones. For these two here, so for these ones I did, we're going to go over again. So we did our base coat, so Venalisa base coat, then we used perfect black, one coat of this, curing in between, of course. Then I went in with the silver chrome, so to do his technique. And then I went over it with a combination of the One Step and the Eco-Chic red, mixed them together to do our jelly coat on top. We cured it and then we matted it. And then for this one, my spider webs or spiders on crack webs, I used this really thick gel to do the spider webs there. You can see they're not as nice and clean as the other ones. And then for the one, I went over that spider web with our color gel black, right? Just to make it a little more prominent. And also I was trying to cover how messy the spider web turned out. And then of course we topped them all with our VENDEENI Russian top coat, which is no wipe. So topped the spider webs and the spider legs. Those. So this one, not a fan of, but the One Step works beautifully for your embossed spider web. So you need a bit of a, One Step is like sort of runny, but a little bit thick. So it's just the perfect consistency to work with. That's just what I found. And then for our last one, this is probably my favorite nail. I used Lost in New York. So we did one coat of that. The second coat I magnetized it. Then I matted it. And then we used Light Elegance's Primary Black, which is a gel paint, to do our spider web, our gemstones. And then the color gel black, we did our legs. And then we went over it with the VENDEENI Russian top coat. And those are the nails. So happy with how they turned out. I do prefer the first two red ones where I did only the red chrome and the one step. So those ones turned out, I think, much better than the last two red ones. But my favorite one is definitely the purple nail. I just love how it looks. Actually, I think, well, the red ones, the first two red ones and the purple one are my favorite ones. The other ones look definitely creepy. That's for sure. So perfect for Halloween. I just didn't like working with that gel. It's just too thick. It's too gloopy. It's too thick. I think it's great for like maybe rhinestone, like affixing rhinestones to nails. It's probably what I'll just use it for. But drawing with it, not, or painting with it, just not my fave. So first, actually second set, right? Because I did the bloody nails in the other one, which was like kind of in, well, September still. But these are our official first Halloween nails of October. Let me know what you think. Which one is your favorite? And here they are, just a little bit closer. So thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you liked the video. I did go through it a little quick for all of them, but I did do step by step, so you can recreate these yourself if you like. But thank you so much for watching. I'm putting my favorites together on this side. And let's see what we're going to do next week. I think I'm going to do dragon scale nails, and dragon eyes. I think that's what I'm going to do next week. So I'll see you guys next time.